morning everyone. A very warm welcome to the annual Sports Day 2024 of Ramakrishna Sarada Mission Nivedita Vidyamandir. It is a day for children to jump out of their classrooms and run on the tracks. It is a day to display discipline, teamwork, coordination and sportsmanship. It is a day full of energy, enthusiastic action and happy faces. Before we begin today's program, I request all students to take position for the sports oath.
We, the students of Ramakrishna Sarada Mission Nivedita Vidyamandir.
We, the students of Ramakrishna Sarada Mission Nivedita Vidyamandir.
Swear that we shall take part in the annual school sports. Respecting the rules and regulations and desirous of participating in them. In the true spirit of sportsmanship. For the honor of our school. And the glory of sports.
I now request Revered Secretary Mataji and Revered Principal Mataji to felicitate our chief guest Mrs. Neeti Kanungo and our special guest Prabir Kanungo.
We are extremely grateful now. Thank you for coming here and blessing us with your presence.
I would now invite our Principal Mataji for the welcome address.
Our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Neeti Kanungo, Colonel Prabir Kanungo, Revered Secretary Mataji, my monastic sisters, parents, teachers and dear students. Namaskar. It is such a joy to welcome you all to the 55th Annual Sports Day of Ramakrishna Sarada Mission Nivedita Vidyamandir. This day is a celebration of energy, enthusiasm, teamwork, determination and excellence, where our students showcase their athletic skills and sportsmanship. Our chief guest, Mrs. Neeti Kanungo, is a shining star of our school, an ex-student from the batch of 1981. Her journey from these very corridors to becoming a trailblazer in education is very inspiring. With over 25 years of service as an educator, including her role as the principal of Army School, Gujarat, she has transformed the lives of innumerable students and educators with her innovative approach to teaching, her commitment to mental health and her passion for holistic education. Her contributions to education extend beyond classrooms. She is a prolific academic author, a skilled psychologist and a mentor who has conducted over 100 training programs for teachers, students and parents. Her journey reflects the values and principles our school strives to instill in every student. Her presence here today is a moment of pride for all of us. Neeti ji, we are delighted to welcome you back home. Your story will undoubtedly inspire our students to dream big and strive for excellence. Joining Mrs. Neeti Kanungo today is her husband Colonel Prabir Kanungo, an officer of the Indian Army's Regiment of Artillery. With 32 glorious years of service, his journey embodies resilience, leadership and dedication to our nation. Beyond his contributions on the battlefield, he has also played a crucial role in shaping young minds through his work with Army schools, bringing discipline and noble vision to education. To us, they are more than distinguished guests. Neeti ji's journey proves that the seeds of greatness sown here at Nivedita Vidyamandir can blossom into a life of immense impact. And Colonel Kanungo's presence reminds us of the importance of discipline, service and commitment to a greater cause. Dear students, as you take to the field today, let their lives inspire you. Remember, greatness is not just about winning, but about the courage to try, the discipline to improve and the heart to support others along the way. On behalf of the entire school community, I extend a very warm welcome to Mrs. Neeti Kanungo and Colonel Prabir. Let us welcome them with a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Mataji, for this warm welcome address. I now invite our chief guest, Mrs. Neeti Kanungo, to share a few words of motivation for all of us.
And good morning to everyone. First of all, I am highly indebted to Secretary Mataji, Principal Mataji for giving me this opportunity to come back to this wonderful school on the play field. मुझे वो दिन याद आ गए जब मैंने एज अ स्टूडेंट चीफ गेस्ट को वेलकम किया था. एंड आप देखिए, this school has taken me to such great heights, and it is a matter of immense privilege for me. As my journey as an educationist and in army life, I have understood that it is so crucial to have students learn and grow in the perfect environment. और निवेदिता विद्या मंदिर आपके बच्चों को वो perfect environment देता है. It is more important for children to grow as personalities rather than just in academics. Exactly as the National Education Policy says. And I am sure the school is continuing to develop children with the same vigor in the cultural field, in the academic field, in sports. And first of all, I would like to congratulate all the teachers. I can say that teachers are the foundation of any school. It is you who build the nation of the future. I think we should give a big round of applause to the teachers. Can we do that, please? Secondly, I would like to say that parenting today is a difficult and challenging job. Are you agree with me, sir? Yes, the world is becoming complex. The children are facing many different dynamic environments. They are going to face a future which we cannot even imagine. So, as parents, I would request you to understand your children more than pushing them to get marks. Help them to excel in their work, in personality, and whatever they are passionate about. That will be a true contribution as parents. And with this, I think we also need to give a huge round of applause for all the parents sitting here. Can you please do that? Thank you so much. मैं आपको ये आश्वासन दिला सकती हूँ that if you have chosen this school for your child, then your child is sure to grow and become a wonderful human being. निवेदिता विद्या मंदिर के alumni बहुत पूरी दुनिया में जगह जगह फैले हुए हैं, इंडिया में हैं, but आज तक हम कभी भूलते हैं. So we always remember the good days and the things we learned in this school. So I want you all to remember that your children are in very, very good hands. And lastly, I think I would like to give a huge round of applause for dearest children, for whom the school, the teachers, the parents, we all are dedicating our work and our lives to our children, isn't it? So, बच्चे अभी आगे आएंगे. I am looking forward to their performance. But before that, let's give a huge round of applause to the children as well. And thank you so much once again. And let us look forward to the presentations which the children are going to make. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of inspiration. Before we begin the race, let's watch a hoopla drill presented by our students. Thank you, children, for the beautiful hoopla drill. The time has come to start the most exciting segment of our event, the race. First of all, we will begin with the mini group, consisting of youngest of our kids. The first race is flat race. So our little tiny tots will sprint to the finish line. Let's cheer them up. Next up we have obstacle race, chair race. It is a fun race to develop hand-eye coordination and agility. Kids have to straighten the upside down chairs kept along the tracks and dash to the finish line. Next up we have a sub-junior group, Group A girls. The first is the flat race. All children have to run the finish line. Come on children, let's go. Next up we have cone and ball color match. Aimed at testing color recognition, hand-eye coordination and quickness, children have to match balls with cones of same color and run. Next we have sub-junior group, Group A boys. Flat race first and foremost. All children have to run to the finish line. The fastest one will be the winner. We have stack cones and run. Aimed at testing motor skills, concentration and focus, the children have to stack the cones placed along the tracks, grab and run. We have sub-junior group, Group B girls. Starting off with flat race. All children have to run to the finish line. Come on children. We have hoopla color match race. Children have to place matching colored cones in hoopla rings on the tracks and run to the finish line. Next up we have sub-junior group, Group B boys. Starting off with flat race. We have car pull race. This is aimed at testing strength and coordination. The child has to pull the car along the track and run to the finishing line. Next up we have special kids sprint race. Now let's cheer for our special kids as they get ready to run towards the finishing line. Next up we have junior group girls, starting off with flat race. Next up we have lion walk, aimed at testing strength and balance. Children, you have to walk along the tracks like a lion. Let's see who reaches the finishing line. Next up we have junior group boys, starting off with flat race. We have ball kick race, aimed at testing focus and strength. The children have to kick the ball forward. We have middle group, 7 plus 8 years. First and foremost, girls, flat race. Next up for girls, we have the category duck walk with cone. In this, you have to walk like a duck. up for boys, we have flat race. Next up for boys, we have three-legged race. Starting with senior girls. Senior girls flat race. We have one-legged ball balance race. Aimed at testing focus, balance and coordination, students have to hop on one leg while holding a ball on a plate. They need to balance the ball with one hand only and hop towards the finish line without dropping it.
Let's keep cheering for them. We need motivation. Keep the balance, keep maintaining the balance. It's okay. Focus.
Next up we have senior boys. Senior boys flat race. Next up for senior boys we have crab race. Aimed at testing strength and flexibility, students have to move like a crab, using hands and feet and belly upwards, and reach the finish line, maintaining the crab position throughout. Next up we have senior mixed group, girls and boys. First and foremost, we have octopus race. 4 teams of 4 students each. Aimed at testing teamwork, coordination and speed, all 4 students of each team have to hold hands to form an octopus shape and then move together as a unit to the finish line. The team who reaches the finish line first will get the prize. Relay race. 2 teams of 12 participants each. It's time for the thrilling relay race. We have 2 teams, A and B, with 12 students in each team. Team members have to take turns racing to the other side of their track with a baton in hand and hand over the baton to the next teammate. The first team to have all members complete the race wins. Next set of events brings excitement for everyone, not just the students. First and foremost, we have race for guest children below 5 years. Now we invite our little guest children below 5 years of age to get ready for the sprint race. Parents, please bring your little ones to the starting line. Let's have a big round of applause to our little sprinters as they dash towards the finish line. We have sprint race for our guest children aged between 5 and 10 years now. Please note, this race is only for children between 5 to 10 years. Older than 10 are not allowed. So I welcome all of you. Next up, we have back ball balance race for all the bhaiyas. Bhaiyas need to walk backwards while holding a ball in one hand. The first one to reach the finish line will win. Next up, we have balance the tray race for all the Didis. Didis, you need to hold a tray with a glass on it and walk backwards. Let's cheer for them. Then we have dancing statue game for mothers. I invite all mommies present here. You need to dance to the music. As soon as the music stops, you need to freeze like a statue. The one who maintains the statue posture till the last wins.
Keep dancing and make sure that you hold your hands so that statue is difficult posture down.
Teachers have to come and have some fun. This game for teachers, all the best teachers. Next up, we have musical chairs for volunteers and ashram didis, a classic favorite. Volunteers and ashram didis, it's your time to shine. We have arranged chairs in a circular manner and there are 3 chairs less than the number of participants. The music will play and you need to walk around the chairs. When the music stops, you must quickly find a chair to sit in. The one left standing without a chair will be out. Now, it's time to honor the champions of the day. I request our chief guest, Mrs. Neeti Kanungo, to kindly come forward and hand over the prize to the winners. We also express a heartfelt gratitude to the Secretary Mataji, Principal Mataji and all the other Matajis of the ashram for their constant encouragement and support. As we wrap this memorable day, I would like to thank our respected chief guest, Mrs. Neeti Kanungo, Colin Kanungo, all the respected Matajis of the ashram, parents and volunteers. I would also like to thank our Principal Mataji for her guidance and support. My thanks also to all the teachers, non-teaching staff and support staff. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all our students who are the real stars of the day for making this day a grand success. I request everyone to take position for the national anthem.